Festival, apparently, interview, meeting, according to, sir, report, teenager, volunteer, spelling mistake, path, climber, fact, hole, unable, garage, businessman, traditional, national news, nature reserve, sports star, opening, celebrate, film, poll, respond, wonderful, amazing, terrible, the nearest, the closest, the farthest, expensive, pricey, cheap, inexpensive, unfortunately, unable, abnormal, teenager, climber, normally, apparently, finally, probably, national, traditional, meeting, spelling, make a mistake, have a meeting, have a picnic, have a festival, do an interview, normal for me, serve food, get lost, giving warning, make it easy to hear about, find out about, for a while, by mistake, on the news, report on, hear, heard, spent, spent, tell, told. Fauzi, did you know that they are having a new food festival next month in our village? Really? That's good. Why are they having it? According to the newspaper, it's to celebrate the opening of a new restaurant. It's opening next to the water tower. That's good news. Have you heard that they think more tourists will visit the village too? Yes, tourists like visiting traditional villages like ours. What type of restaurant will it be? Apparently, it's going to be a modern Egyptian restaurant. Wow, it will be probably be expensive, but we should go to the food festival. Yes, all our friends want to go too. I heard that you need to buy a ticket. I'll find out how much it is. Good idea. Shayma's interview. What is a normal working day like? I start my day early. We have a meeting at 8 a.m. and we decide which news stories we will put on the news that day. After that, I normally spend a long time on the internet and talk to people on the phone. Then I go out with a camera operator and we do some interviews and I write about what I'm going to say. What do you like about your job? I like meeting different people and finding out more about the world and the things that are happening in it. At first it was exciting to be on the TV, but it's normal for me now. What don't you like about your job? I don't like the long hours and sometimes we report on bad news and that can be very difficult. How did you get your job? I studied media and Arabic at university and then I worked for a newspaper for a while. Someone at the newspaper thought that I would be good on TV and told me about a job working in TV news. What skills do you need to do your job? I think you have to be interested in the world around you and also like meeting lots of different people. You need to be good at listening and writing. Last week we decided to spend the weekend in Sharm el-Sheikh. We took our friend's car. Unfortunately, the car broke down. We asked the mechanic from the nearest village to come as soon as possible. He checked the car well, then the mechanic decided to take the car back to the garage, pulled all the way to our city. New Nature Reserve. This weekend a new nature reserve will open on the coast. The reserve will protect many fish, birds and sea animals including turtles. The nature reserve will be a good place for families to walk and have a picnic. A scientist said, "We hope people will visit to learn more about the environment of our wonderful coast." Climbers found. Two men who got lost when climbing a mountain have been found. The climbers took the wrong path by mistake, and then one of them fell and broke his leg. They were on the mountain for 4 days. A police officer said they are tired and hungry but happy to be home. Have you heard that a famous sports star is going to visit our village? Really? Yes, according to this website, the famous basketball player is going to watch a children's match at the sports center. That's good. Did you know that the basketball player went to a school in our village? No, I didn't know that. Apparently, he might send his son to the school too. That's good news. I heard that his son is already good at basketball, but he is only 5. Wow. Did you know that Rhonda's cousin is a famous newsreader? No, I didn't know. Apparently, she reads the local news every night at 10 p.m. Really? According to my mother, she is very good at her job. That's good. I heard that she might work for the national news soon. Wow. Have you heard that she is visiting Rwanda tomorrow? No, we should try and meet her. I work for an English language news website. I started at a newspaper, but I think more people read news online now, so I prefer this job. Lots of different journalists send me their articles, and I have to decide which ones are the most important. These will be the first ones that our readers will see. Before the article goes on the website, I also have to check the facts that are in it. I look at 2 or 3 different websites that I trust to do this. Then I check the writing. Sometimes there are spelling mistakes or the language is not very easy to understand. It's my job to make the article as easy to understand as possible. Finally, I have to choose photographs to go with the article. Sometimes a photographer sends these, but usually we get them from other websites. I studied English and media at university. First, I wanted to be a journalist, but then I decided I preferred this job. It is very interesting because I can look at so many people's articles. I've always liked taking photographs. However, I never wanted to be a photographer. I've always wanted to be a camera operator. It's a great job and it's always different. Today I'm working at a sports stadium. Today I'll be working inside. I'm filming a meeting with some important people. I've never met the governor of Cairo before. I'm looking forward to it. If you look up in Cairo, you will see some tall skyscrapers, but the tallest building of them all is Cairo Tower, which is on Gezira Island. There is 187 meters. This is 187 meters high, and it's one of the tallest buildings in Africa. The tower first opened in 1961. It was built by the famous Egyptian architect Naum Shabib. Shabib also built another tall building in Cairo, the Thabit building. This skyscraper is more than 100 meters high. The design of the tower looks like a type of flower called the pharaonic lotus flower. This is the national flower of Egypt. It was very important in ancient Egypt because it represented birth and life. The Cairo Tower is very popular with tourists who visit it to see all of the city from the top. Sometimes you can even see the pyramids of Giza in the distance. You can even have a meal at the top of the tower. My sister said that she ate fresh fish there. At night the tower is illuminated with lights. People say that it looks very beautiful. Soon the tallest building in Africa will be in Egypt. The iconic tower in the new administrative capital will be more than 385 meters tall when it's built. Are there any skyscrapers or tall buildings in your town or city?